It is every new parent's worst nightmare, a baby born with incurable disabilities. And Jim Sayih was thrown in it when his son Michael was born 32 years ago.
They said he wouldn't talk, he wouldn't feed himself, he would just be immobile.
Michael was born with cerebral palsy, a neurological disorder that affects the ability to move and maintain balance and posture.
When I learned that Michael had his brain injury, I still wanted to include him in things, but I knew I had to do a commitment of intense physical therapy with Michael. So Michael's first 5 years was intense physical therapy, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
The neurologist recommended Jim institutionalize the baby. For Jim, that was simply not an option.
I was a police officer for 20 years. I retired a police lieutenant. And during those years, I competed in the World Police and Fire Games. I got a lot of recognition from Muscle and Fitness and got sponsors from different fitness companies. And so I was always very active and competing all the time.
So, when Michael was 5 years old, Jim suggested he push Michael in his wheelchair during a race. But things didn't go exactly as planned.
So I kind of did a little makeshift attachment of half of a bike to my bike for the bike portion of the duathlon. We had a few wrecks because it detached a few times. And I figured Michael's never going to want to do this ever again.
Yeah, that bike was horrible. It was really bad.
But it wasn't just Jim who didn't get discouraged by the challenges. Michael, too, wanted to live a full life.
Most people with disabilities stay home and watch movies all day because that's the only thing that they know. But when you take them outside or to the park, their face just lights up of joy.
So when his older brother Adam suggested a 5K race, Michael was all in.
We tried a few different things over the course of a few races growing up, and each time things got a little bit better. And but the very first ones were very rough, and I wasn't sure if we were even going to make it to the finish line, just not because of physical ability, but mechanical complications.
Michael immediately said, yes, let's go. And since then, we've been racing all kinds of community races.
And it was in those community races that Jim and Michael saw the possibility of creating a community of their own.
I said, it'd be cool if we have other people like me do this too.
I didn't realize we had something there. And that was the birth of Special Compass.
In 2015, Jim Sayih founded the nonprofit called Special Compass. Its mission is to help people with disabilities, like Michael, navigate life independently through education, sports, and housing.
We don't want people with disabilities staying at home, cooped up, never getting out, having adventure, making friends, and just enjoying life like everybody else.
Since its creation 1 decade ago, Special Compass had stuck to these pillars, helping more than 400 people.
One of my friends pushed me to do it, and I loved it ever since.
It makes me feel proud, and I'm part of a community.
Most recently, Special Compass hosted its 7th annual golf tournament with 100% of the proceeds going towards developing an accessible housing complex called Special Compass Living.
The City of Pembroke Pines donated 3 acres to Special Compass, our organization, so that we would build this.
It will have 60 units, and tenants will receive transportation, programs, and services in a barrier-free environment to encourage independence and purpose. The people who are part of Special Compass know the importance of the organization firsthand.
It's impactful. is very grateful and to encourage other people to do the things that I'm doing. My mom told me her hat go out to me and other people that has told me I have become an inspiration to them.
James joined Special Compass to honor the memory of his late sister.
I lost my older sister at the age of 27 from lupus cancer, and that's how I got involved.
James might have lost a sister, but through Special Compass, he met his best friends.
But Chad, I'm very grateful for him. You know, there's times that I wanted to speak to somebody. Chad would always be there.
Chad, Michael, and Mr. Alex, his trio of best buddies.
Because without those three, I don't know who I would be here today.
And it's not just the buddies who make Special Compass truly special. It is also the volunteers.
So I saw Special Compass and I said, what a wonderful way to give back to our community. I can take something that I enjoy, being a part of athletics, being competitive, and be able to help the members of our differently abled community.
And the most rewarding part?
The smiles. The smiles at the end of the races, being able to make somebody's day.
Volunteer athletes are also helping the buddies run different races from 5Ks to triathlons. And these races are not always specific to Special Compass. Often, they are just community events with able-bodied athletes. Max Fink is one volunteer athlete who has become Michael's go-to race partner and best friend.
And so to give them that moment, to give them that joy that, I think a lot of people take for granted. I don't think you can put it into words like how special it is. I think I've literally become addicted to it. That's how cool it is. It's a feeling that I think you can only describe if you do a race yourself.
Max and Michael have now completed all 6 major marathons together: Tokyo, Berlin, London, Chicago, New York, and Boston. And that list will only continue to grow.
My intentions for volunteering were to give back to our community, and I feel that I feel guilty sometimes. I feel like I'm getting back so much more than I had ever wanted.
I'm not doing this because I'm in a chair. I'm not doing this just to represent people with disabilities. I'm doing this for people who don't have a voice.
And like everyone at Special Compass, James is grateful to one person for the opportunity to live a fuller and more fulfilling life.
Jim is one of the most talked about coach in my life. Coach Jim is like a father figure to me.
But above all, Jim is grateful that he has been able to help his son Michael.
These 3 top neurologists told me to institutionalize him because he would never talk, he would never feed himself, he would never communicate. And here he is doing a lot of these things.
Michael Sayih is actually doing a lot more than that. Skydiving, crossing the Atlantic on a kayak from the Bahamas to Florida, numerous Ironman races, just some of the many fun-filled adventures that he has got to experience that most fully abled people only dream about.
I would say that is look at me now. Look at all the stuff I have been.
We all have those choices. So I chose, and my family chose, that Michael was going to live a life included in everything.
And in choosing not to see limits, but possibilities, Jim Sayih didn't just change his son's life. He built a path of hope and dignity for countless others to follow. Taryn Jacobs, UMTV.